Riviera itself, of course, as we know, is located right off of Buena Vista Drive. The entrance for it is the old Caribbean Beach entrance. So in our scale model, you can actually see Buena Vista Drive right over here. You would enter right on through that tree driveway, right down and along our palm tree line vista to the porte cochere, where you will first notice the giant RR symbol that you see there. Now this is very, very unique to our members, and our members are holding it very, very dear to their hearts because it is the first standalone Disney Vacation Club resort that we have built here at Walt Disney World since Saratoga Springs. So it's also fitting that you're at Saratoga today because it was a symbol of moving towards the future. Now, when our members and our non-members come to Riviera Resort, they're going to expect a lot of different things. But first of all, they're going to expect storytelling. The grandeur of the European Riviera as you went through the countries of France and Italy. So when they walk in, the first thing they'll see is the giant lobby. Now the lobby is going to be reminiscent of what you might find on a cruise ship atrium or things like that. Very similar in the feel that you'll find there. When you are in there, there will be a coffee bar. It'll be called Le Petit Café. It'll have different type of pastries and coffee available inside there. But the best part about that is at nighttime, Le Petit Café will turn from a coffee bar into a wine bar. So you'll have that nighttime experience as well with wine pairings and small plates that you would find on the Riviera as well. Now, as you go through our resort, you will have all different types of accommodations. There'll be deluxe studios, 1-bedroom villas, 2-bedroom villas, and 3-bedroom grand villas. But here at the Riviera, we are gonna have a first of its kind for our Disney resorts. Right in that circular area that you find, that is our tower, and inside of the tower, we'll have our tower studios. Now, our tower studios are extremely unique, especially for those that are traveling maybe without the kids this trip. Maybe they don't have kids. Who knows what's going on in your vacation style, so those do sleep 1 to 2, plus an infant, if you do bring an infant with you. And they will directly face towards that Epcot area. The cool thing about this area is the giant RR that lights up overnight, a symbol that is definitely soon to become famous with this resort, actually faces directly to the Italian pavilion in the World Showcase, which is reminiscent of those hotels that you actually would find throughout Italy that have their names in large marquees at the front of the resort. It's that same exact feel, lighting up at night and facing directly with the view of Harmonious, well, soon to be Harmonious, after a little bit of Epcot Forever. You know, we gotta go through all of that first. Now, as you come outside of the resort, you're gonna find a few different things as well. My favorite aspect is there will be 2 pools. The first one will be our quiet pool. It is called Beau Soleil, and it will be located right behind the resort, where the sound barrier will actually be blocked by the 2 building wings over here. On that area, you'll find a place where you can play bocce ball, you can play different activities like that, bringing the feel and the flavor of Europe right into the grass area as well. Then as you travel around the corner, you're gonna find our family pool over here. Adjacent to it will be our kids' splash and play area. Now the splash and play area, as you may have seen in many of our Disney Vacation Club accommodations and resorts around town, is always themed after a Disney character. So this one will be themed after our Fantasia characters, and the best part about it all comes within the name. The splash and play area for kids is called S'il vous plaît. You see what I did there? It's French. It's funny. So S'il vous plaît is going to be a nice little addition for our kids to enjoy while they are at the Riviera and their parents are enjoying the views. It is all about views at the Riviera, because from this side of the resort, you'll actually be able to look right over that lake area to Caribbean Beach. Now, I don't know if you've looked at Caribbean Beach before, but from above, all of the different buildings have different color roofs. So it really does give you that feeling that you would get if you were sailing along the Riviera and looking at all the buildings along the actual shoreline as well. Now, on the opposite side, of course, the views are a little bit different, because from the top, you'll be able to see that Epcot area. From this side over here, you'll be able to see that Hollywood Studios area. So naturally, we had to go ahead and we had to build an area where you can see both at once. So our signature dining location, which is called Topolino's Terrace, will be located right up here at the top of our resort. Now, Topolino in Italy does, in Italian, does translate to mean little mouse, and it is the nickname that they do give to Mickey Mouse. So it was only important that we incorporated that into the resort as well. Now, Topolino's Terrace will be al fresco dining, meaning you can sit outside or inside, and it will be signature dining at night, and in the morning it will be a character dining that will feature some really cool costumes that will be adorned by all of our favorite Disney friends. Up in that area as well, when you are outside on that terrace or while you're eating inside, you will have direct view of both the Epcot fireworks spectaculars and the Hollywood Studios fireworks spectaculars as well. So I don't know if you've seen, they tend to go off at the same time, and that's a whole lot of fireworks, y'all. That is indeed. Now, the other really unique and cool thing about Riviera, especially for our Disney Vacation Club members, is the convenience, the efficiency when it comes from getting from Riviera to our actual parks. We are very, very excited to say that we are going to have a nice, close Skyliner station to the resort. So close, in fact, that we have a little covered walkway that guides you to our main wing. Now, the Skyliner, of course, is opening very, very, very soon, and you will be able to go through that actual station, but the full walkway and everything will open with the actual Riviera. Our members are excited, and they are finding now the time to join onto their membership, because guess what? That's the direct line to Epcot, y'all. And we've already talked about how much I love Festival of the Arts and Food and Wine and all those festivals. Well, it's a real quick trip, and I got to ride it yesterday. It's also a really cool trip, so you don't have to worry about the heat. It was actually really, really nice. I loved the experience with it, but I was really amazed. I actually felt that the Skyliner took me from the Riviera quicker than a bus actually would. So it's going to be really, really cool for our members to have that means of transportation, but it's going to be really cool for our members as well that are afraid of heights, because guess what? They're not going to take that, but everyone else is, so they're going to have a nice empty bus, y'all, as they head on down there.